Hello, everyone. Happy Friday to you all. And I wanted to bring you a story. A stay-at-home girlfriend is providing wife benefits on a girlfriend status. So she quit her job as a school teacher to be a stay-at-home girlfriend. Now, couples have been doing this for years. They've been shacking up for years, living together without being married. So this is nothing new. But it's going viral on TikTok, and people think that it's new being a stay-at-home girlfriend. But really, it's not. I mean, if we think about what our elders used to say to us growing up, that they've been shacking up for years. They've never been married. And then when someone passes away, you find out later that that person was never married to the other person. And then guess what? There might not be any benefits uh, if something happens. So let's get into this story. Now, Summer Hawkins, she's a 28-year-old teacher, and she was living in Bristol, England, and she was stressed and unhappy with her work life. And I'm sure we all have been there at some point, that we're unhappy, we're stressed out, with our work life. But despite all the effort she put into her work, she got only enough money to cover her expensive rent. And how many of you that are struggling to make ends meet and you're barely making it? And if you want to keep a roof over your head, of course, you're going to pay your rent first. Now, she met the property mogul, Biggs Marvin Chris. He's 27 years of age. He's famous for appearing on the 6th season of Love Island. They chatted on social media initially and met Biggs in a nightclub where he revealed that he had made a friend check up on her to ensure she was worth the effort of tuning up for. Now, basically, he vetted her. He got somebody to look into it to make sure she was worth that effort, right? And that's what we need to do anyway. If we're going to date anybody new, we need to look into their backgrounds, right? It's no different than women doing it. So men have a right to do it too, right, men? Hey, men, you have a right to do it too. So after dating for 5 months, Biggs asked Summer to relocate to Glasgow to live with him and promised to take care of her. Now, I want to stop right there. See, that's a verbal promise. That's not in writing. You got to get things in writing, and we'll get to that. Now, Summer claimed that every woman would be delighted by that offer and quit her job shortly after. Her loved ones weren't happy with her decision. And of course they wouldn't be happy with her decision because you're quitting your job, you're giving up your financial independence to move in with a boyfriend. There's no promises there, and whether that boyfriend is rich or not, there's still no promises because you're moving in as a stay-at-home girlfriend and you're providing wife benefits on a girlfriend status. So, in fact, her mother even compared her new life to that of a 1950s housewife. Yep, wife benefits on a girlfriend status. Now, Summer's schedule now includes cleaning, walking their dog, going to the gym, and ensuring Biggs is comfortable. And isn't that something that a wife usually does when they get married, is make sure that their husband is comfortable and doing chores at home and, just taking care of the house, cleaning, chores, errands, walking the dog, getting a chance to go to the gym, those type of things. So there are some benefits, right? Going to the gym is a benefit. If you like working out, you want to stay in shape and look good, going to the gym is a benefit. Now, her day starts earlier than Big, so that means she has to get up early. Okay, so maybe there are some naps during the day while he's working, but she has to get up early, right? She turns on the shower so it's nice and hot for him and makes him hot chocolate before he tells her what he wants for breakfast. Summer cooks whatever he wants, whether that's chicken and rice or an egg sandwich. So whatever he wants to eat, she's at his service, right? And some might say that's a maid, hey, but this is what she's doing, right? And she then kisses him goodbye as he goes off to work and cleans the lounge, kitchen, bedrooms, and bathroom. So these are her home chores, cleaning. And she then cooks lunch for them depending on what he wants and takes out their dog for a walk. So maybe he comes home on lunch and the lunch is on the table waiting for him. A hot lunch, ladies. Now the couple spends the rest of their day after Big returns from work together. How sweet, how beautiful. That is so nice, right? So Summer shared that her jobless life is stress-free and allows her to focus on spending quality time with Biggs. Well, I wouldn't say she has a jobless life. She just doesn't work outside the home where she's earning a employer paycheck, an employee paycheck, but she doesn't have a jobless life because she has a job at home, being a stay-at-home girlfriend, providing wife benefits on a girlfriend status. Now, she shared that her next aim is to get married and become a mother. But you know what? That's probably something that should have been talked about before she moved in with him. They've only been dating 5 months, right? But she moved in with him, and that's probably something that should have been already talked about, because she says her next aim is to get married. So is that something he wants to do, or does he just wants to stay single? And is he wanting to have children? Because she wants to be a mother. So those are things that should have been spoken about or talked about in depth before the move-in, before deciding to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, where you're going to provide wife benefits on a girlfriend status. Now, she also shared that Big sometimes shows how much he appreciates her by washing his own plate at breakfast, which is a nice gesture. He also doesn't mention when she skips doing the laundry a day. And besides that, he brings her flowers and thanks her for making the house a home. He also gets her designer bags and shoes on special occasions. Now, let's get into this. So, providing wife benefits on a girlfriend status. But you can also say that the man is receiving husband benefits on a boyfriend status. And mainly, usually, the woman, the female, is the primary, provider as far as taking care of the home, cooking, cleaning, laundry, running errands, doing chores, intimate relations, and may even have babies and then have to raise those babies. Also, grocery shopping. She might be allowed to do some banking. We really don't know. But there are some trade-offs. And the question is, are both your needs getting met, ladies and gentlemen, while you're in this non-marital union? Well, he's probably paying the bills because he's rich and she doesn't have any income coming in. And is there mutual respect and consideration? What about loyalty to both of you, each to the relationship, and sharing kindness, both of you being kind to one another? And then he's also purchasing gifts. She said that he does buy her nice gifts. So he's generous to a certain extent. And then, are there amicable decisions? Are you making decisions together and you both are happy with those decisions and the outcome? And not one person is angry or gruntled because they didn't get what they wanted, but an amicable decision where you're both happy with the outcome of the decisions you made together. And then, is there an allowance or monthly allotment that he gives her? Because if she's not working and she's not bringing in any money, then guess what? There may not be any income for her. So therefore, there needs to be some preparations that are needed. Saving for a rainy day. So if he is giving her money, then she can be saving that money. And then if the relationship doesn't work out, there's also moving expenses besides other expenses. And then she might want to find something to do to bring in income for herself, or pursue or open a home business. That way you have money, that your own money, and you can put it aside. And then she said that she wanted to get married, right, and become a mother. So put marriage on the table and keep it there until it happens. But one of the things that should have taken place, if it didn't, is they should have discussed if he wanted to get married, how did he feel about marriage and becoming a father in the future? Because 5 months is not a lot of time to be dating and getting to know someone before you move in with them. So therefore, she's saying her aim is to get married. But have you discussed that with him? And you said you wanted to be a mother. So those are things that should be discussed way before moving in with each other, to find out what the person feels about it, what their views are, and if they want to get married and become parents or a parent, right? And then put a timeline in place. How long are you willing to be a girlfriend, a stay-at-home girlfriend? How long are you willing to be that? How long are you willing to be providing wife benefits on a girlfriend status? And then, since you haven't discussed it yet, and that's your aim, is to get married and become a mother, are you using pre-family planning methods? Pre-family planning methods. Protecting yourself. Protecting yourself so that you don't get caught up. And then any verbal promises, because you stated in the article, it stated that there was a verbal promise made that he would take care of her. So, did you get it in writing? Because you don't want to wind up like Exhibit's estranged wife, where she's citing verbal promises in a divorce proceeding because they're going through a divorce. But then she didn't get it in writing. It's all verbal. And do you not know that usually verbal promises do not hold up in court? Verbal promises are usually made to be broken. And not only that, it's hard to hold somebody to a verbal promise because it's usually made in the heat of the moment. And whenever he told you he was going to take care of you and provide for you, that might be just then. But if it doesn't work out, then that verbal promise is broken. So it's always good to get it in writing. Now, men, I want to hear from you. So it's not just the women, but men chime in. Would you be willing to be a stay-at-home boyfriend, providing husband benefits on a boyfriend status? What would you do in this case? And how would you acclimate to this? Are you willing to stay home because you have a rich girlfriend that has invited you to come and live in their home? And are you willing to take care of the home and be loyal in the relationship and show kindness and respect and consideration? So men, I want to hear from you too. So you all leave your comments below. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video, give it a thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Please leave your respectful comments below. Now me, I would not do that, and I've never done that because I'm traditional. And I'm one of them people that I listen to my elders because this is nothing new. Even though it's trending on TikTok, this is nothing new. People have been shacking up and living together for years in a non-legal, non-marital relationship, union, whatever you want to call it. People have been doing it for years. Now, I want to say something. Don't come over here and attack me because you know what? Are you doing it? Have you done it before? And are you currently considering it doing it? I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just bringing you a story. And I said my opinion. I wouldn't do it. But however, that is strictly up to the people that want to do it. And if it works for them, so be it. But protect yourself if you're going to do it. Protect yourself. Make preparations so that if it does not work out, you can walk away knowing that you're self-sufficient and you have savings to provide and take care of yourself. Because you know what? Grown folks really should be taking care of themselves, right? And the other thing is that you want to make sure that you're taking care of you and the best interest of you, even if you are providing wife benefits on a girlfriend status or husband benefits on a boyfriend status. Now, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, StandupBcounted. Check out my OitsSharine Jewelry. And then don't forget, stick with it 6 weeks, any form or mode of exercise, 3 times a week, 30 minutes a day. And you can break it up in 10-minute increments. God bless you all on today. See you soon.